So in my last video, or one of my last videos, then I spoke about personal branding as an appointment setter. Why you need to start a personal brand, and something that I said in that video, I was like, you're probably not gonna want to work as an appointment setter for the rest of your life. Now, the reason why I say that is because sales is an industry for. The reason I say that is because sales is an industry for savages. Sales is an industry for savages, and if you get into appointment setting, then more than likely you're gonna want to keep on progressing. Like, you're gonna want to keep on progressing, and that's why I say that you're probably not gonna want to work as an appointment setter for the rest of your life. It's not because there's anything that wrong with the job of appointment setting, and it's not because appointment setting is not worth it still. Appointment setting is definitely still worth it. It's just if you're a savage, there's going to be some people that do want to work as an appointment setter for the rest of their lives, and fair enough. But if you're anything like me anyway, then you're going to eventually want to go on to build your own business. That's just, if you've got a savage mentality, then it's almost inevitable that at some point you're probably going to want to build a business, because that's who we are as people. We've got that entrepreneurship mindset. But is appointment setting still worth getting into in 2024? That's this video, and it's like, bruv, there's so much opportunity on the table right now. Absolutely, absolutely. I don't think the guys that are not in appointment setting realize the opportunity with appointment setting, because in like my alpha setter group, for example, we've got a tab called Alpha Opportunities. It's in the community page on school. Alpha Opportunities, and that's where me and the other students are just constantly posting opportunities for the other students to apply for. It's at a point where, because good appointment setters are so hard to come by, if someone hires one of my students, one of my alpha setters, and they do like a really, really good job, and that the person who hired them is like, wow, you're sick, like you're a really, really good setter in a market where like a lot of people are terrible, bro. Where did you come from? Where do I find more people like you? And then they'll start telling their friends about alpha setters, and then students are posting opportunities for other students, and it all gets a bit mad. I get messages all the time on Instagram from people that need to hire good appointment setters. The opportunity for appointment setters right now in the market is absolutely crazy. So it's like, if you're still looking for a side hustle, you're still looking for a way to make money online, closing, appointment setting, you cannot go, well, you can go wrong by being a bitch, but like the opportunity is just amazing. The opportunity is mad. And it is definitely still worth getting into in 2024. No, it's definitely not saturated, like not even close to being saturated. The opportunity is nowhere near gone. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity in the market. As for which one to go down, closing or appointment setting. So I recently went on a trip to Thailand where I lived there for just over 4 weeks with my students. Lived in Thailand for 4 weeks, and one thing that I found very interesting about Thailand is it was full of people working in high ticket sales. Like, I met so many like Westerners that were living over there. Well, I bet so many, yeah, just so many just white guys living over there, and like the overwhelming majority of these people worked in high ticket sales, either appointment setting or closing, either appointment setting or closing. I found that very surprising because I didn't like. I thought it was just weird because I've been in this space for a long time now, like high ticket sales, and then it's like we went into Thailand, the complete opposite side of the world, and it's like I'm still surrounded by people in high ticket sales. Like, there wasn't many business, like no, there will have been some business owners, but like for the most part, everyone there was just sales reps. And I thought that was super cool. And as for what your preference is regarding appointment setting or closing, again, that's all it is. It's personal preference. People that sell courses on certain things will obviously try to market like a certain one as being better than the other, of course. It's like, I've got alpha setters. My brand is all about appointment setting. So it might seem like I'm very biased towards appointment setting. But that's just because that's my preference, and that's because that's what I do. Whereas someone that has got some business around closing or placing closes or something like that is going to obviously try and sell the dream towards closing. That's just how the market works. But my perspective of it is, it's like they're both great ways to make money on the market. You can make 10K a month in appointment setting, you can make 10K a month in closing. People, like, I get comments all the time on like my TikTok videos from people saying ridiculous things like closers earn way more than appointment setters, closers get 20% commission or something stupid. That's just so false. That is so unbelievably false. It just depends on your personal preference. It depends on like your personality and what you want your day-to-day responsibility to look like. So something that I do with all my sales to CEO clients, we have an onboarding call, and on the onboarding call, I like to get super specific about what is their dream vision for the future. What's the business that they want to build? What do they want their day-to-day responsibilities to look like as a business owner in 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Because unless we get super, super clear on these things, how are we going to ensure that we're building a business that you love rather than building a business that you feel like a slave to? So it's super important that we get that vision there. The same thing applies for appointment setting and closing. What do you want your day-to-day responsibilities to look like? For me, I don't like sitting in a dark room taking sales calls all day. I get sweaty. It just puts me in a bad mood. I just feel super tired afterwards. I don't like it. I don't like being in a dark room taking sales calls all day. It's my worst nightmare. Because I've worked as a setter and I've worked as a closer. And I 100% wholeheartedly prefer appointment setting any day of the week. Any day of the week, brother. I don't like closing. It's not that I don't like the act of closing. It's that I don't like being stationary, sat in a dark room, having to take the same call back to back to back to back to back, and then have to schedule my whole day around my closing calls. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that at all. Those are like the disadvantages of closing, in my opinion. Every now and again, you'll get on a sick closing call with an absolute stud and it will be a great time. You'll be vibing. But 99% of the time, it's not like that. It's handling BS objections in a dark, sweaty room. And I just want to go and have some food. And it's like, I've got to wait for this guy to I've got to wait for this guy to go find his card and call the bank or something so he can make the payment. It's annoying. Closing annoys me. Whereas appointment setting, obviously there's still cons of appointment setting, but like when it comes to appointment setting, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. What I would do all the time when I still worked as an appointment setter before I went all in on alpha setters is I'd take my phone, I'd take my laptop, and I'd just go to the country park in nature. I'd go to the highest point of the country park where I had a sick view, and I'd just be vibing. I'd just be sending my messages, updating my CRM on the bench for a few hours. There we go. I was vibing as an appointment setter, so I love appointment setting. But there's opportunity to make money in both. I know that appointment setters that are doing over 20k a month. I know closers that are doing over 20k a month. There is opportunity to make money in both, and I think the progression is not appointment setter to closer. The progression is from either appointment setting or closing, from either of the two, to then going on to start your own high ticket offer, your own business. That's the progression. There's no reason why you'd have to start appointment setting before closing. People say this all the time, and I think it's the most retarded thing ever. Like, they're similar, but it's like, what's the point of learning to set just so that you can learn to close? Because it's like different. It's a different skill. Why don't you just learn how to close? I don't see the logic personally. I think like if you want to be a closer right off the bat, then there's no reason why you can't just go all in and start training to be a closer. I really don't see any reason why you can't. I don't see why people say you need to start as a setter. To me, yeah, it's retarded. I don't know why. These people just want to make money off you, bro. But what I'm saying, the opportunity is mad. Closing, the opportunity is mad. You need to get into this space, boys. You need to get into this space because, yeah, the opportunity is not going to be there forever because it's going to get to a point eventually where it's just there's no demand for good sales reps anymore because there's so many. But right now, the demand for good sales reps is very, very, very high. Keyword, good sales reps. You're not going to come into this market and start making 10k a month by the end of June. That's not going to happen, bro. Like, it's not going to happen. You need to develop the skill of sales, and if you know how to sell, you are never going to struggle to make money because sales is the most valuable skill in the world. So, hope this helped, boys. Join my free Telegram group, first link in the bio. I'm not trying to sell you anything on there. There's no upsells or anything like that. There's no appointment setting going on there. Literally just free value, boys. Join my cult. Subscribe for more content like this, boys, and as always, keep grinding.